Howdy folks, Andre and Nathan here with the Fast Lane Truck, and behind us, a 2018 Ram 2500 heavy-duty truck, and next to that, a trailer that weighs 12,500 pounds.
And here's a very simple question. Which truck is more efficient on a highway at a 100-mile towing loop? Is it the Ram Cummins, or is it the Power Stroke diesel from Ford? And that's coming up
right now. Now this is not the big engine that's reserved for the 1-ton trucks. This is a slightly detuned version, and it is a 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel that puts out 370 horsepower and 800 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission. This truck is 4-wheel drive, and we're looking forward to seeing what it can do on this loop.
As always, we're towing our 20-foot CM trailers, cargo mate, loaded with water. This is loaded to 12,500 pounds. And this is exactly the same trailer that we used for the Ford F-250 Power Stroke. I just got on the highway. This is our precisely 98-mile highway MPG loop on I-76 just northeast of Denver, Colorado. This is a fully loaded F-250 with a King Ranch package. Okay, I'm at the end of the loop and getting to the truck stop, and the computer is telling me 9.8. 10.0. Today we're using our Gen Y torsion hitch. This is exactly the same hitch I used with the Ford F-250, and Gen Y says their customers say this cushioned hitch actually improves their fuel economy. Of course, we're using the same procedure. We're gonna fill up with diesel, wait 30 seconds for it to settle, and then top off. And this Ram has a 31-gallon fuel tank, which is actually less capacity than the Ford and also the GM trucks. We have to beat 10 mpg. That is the number I got in the F-250 Power Stroke. Do you think it will do better than 10 or worse?
I think it'll do better.
You know, I think it will also do better because Cummins usually is pretty good on fuel. Top off?
Yep. Oh, it's a long one.
Oh, it took quite a lot, like a third of a gallon. So there's the diesel, and this red cap just protects dirt from coming in there. So
wow, that's a great cap for the capless thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to zero out the trip meter.
Yep.
Let me see here. Okay. Trip meter zeroed out.
I wanted to point out that you have a new IP. This is new too.
Yeah, it's a brand new Uconnect system, dude, and it's actually really high resolution in my opinion.
Yeah.
Shows maps really well, and also has like weather map, and like you could search for fuel stations, diesel stations.
It's much more advanced, and a lot of the switchgear is still the same, and I like that. That means you're familiar with a lot of the components, but at the same time you got a couple new things too.
This particular truck is very unique because it's a Lone Star Edition for Texas. It's also a Harvest Edition, and it's an off-road package truck. So it combines a lot of features in one truck. Also has a sunroof, but it also has cloth seats, which pushes the total price just over $63,000, which is a lot of money, but this is a pretty flashy truck that has a lot of features built in. Here I am at the halfway point of the loop, and 11.3 mpg is what the computer is currently saying. So that benchmark of 10 mpg that I'm shooting for is, I think, is possible. Of course, there's a discrepancy usually between what the trip meter says and what we get at the pump, and we always go with what the pump says. The computer said 11 mpg even, so I'm hoping for a pretty good result. Gotta top off. Okay, there we go. So let's look at the damage. That is 9.01. So that's already looking like a great result. Let me see. So the precise distance is 98 miles on this loop. Divide by 9.01. 10.87, basically 10.9, and the computer said 11, so that's very close. And it's a better result than in the Power Stroke.
Yeah, you know what though? Not bad. Not bad at all. It was better. And I like being slightly surprised. I was slightly surprised.
You know, Cummins motors, I mean, they're straight sixes, they're smooth engines.
Yep.
And this is the reason why, you know, big boys, semi-trucks use larger versions of these engines because, you know, they're powerful and also efficient.
Yeah, and you know, we were able to prove that this is a fairly efficient ride. It's very stable at speed. We already proved that when we took it up the I-Gauntlet, and it did great here.
Yep. Go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world
Reviews.
MPG reviews.
MPG reviews. Sayonara.